Gabby? Yes. Can you get me a cover for this?
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome everyone to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan.
I was supposed to play this guy as user, but he had a death in the family, so he said.
As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Arizona
what are you supposed to do?
Sun Devils, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys,
but I really need to win a game here and have some confidence.
And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. So the Michigan State Spartans offense comes onto the field first today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
To the air, it's Childs. He's got him. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Here's the handoff. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Spartans have this offense rolling. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He'll pull it down and run.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I got to say, watching this guy run has given me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that
in him, too. So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Childs. Throws to the wideout.
Oh, catch the ball.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert third and long to keep it going. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will go to work for the first time today. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry up. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. Fires to the big fella. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands. First down.
Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
There we go.
Defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting a run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. The defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Quarterback making adjustments. They're dealing with a second and long. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Finding an escape route.
There we go.
Running room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And when you run the toss, you better secure the edge first. You got to get outside. You can't let that defensive end get involved. Nice job. They toss it to the right, get the ball outside, get it to a guy with some speed that can chew up some ground in a heartbeat. Nice job securing the edge.
A lot of offensive coordinators love to screen you to death and work the ball down the field, Jesse, but a negative play like that will take you out of your game plan.
And that's not the last screen that they've got in their playbook offensively. They're going to try and do it a few different other ways, but give the defense credit. D-line doing a nice job watching the quarterback, stopping the rush, and everybody just seemed to hone in on the running back on that screen.
And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll take a shot and swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing for this offense now moving forward in this game. That last drive is going to pay a big difference.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
To throw, it's Levin. Caught near the sidelines. Will pick up a few before going out of bounds. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
How messes it as a play call on a critical third down in a pretty obvious passing situation when you've got a guy like this that can just take off and go get you the first down, right? There's no panic. Nothing's open downfield. Great job in coverage, but that's not a problem because I just know it's like backyard football again. Growing up as a kid, he just takes off. He's a better athlete than anybody you've got, and he gets the first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Spartans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Snagged in the middle. It's McClain. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by...
Need help?
We're past that, hon. We needed that a little while ago. We got it. Hey, no, we got it. Hey, we got it. You got it. You're good. We got it. Hey, all done.
Man, it's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kick is in the air. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal in their first 3 possessions. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Turns it loose. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Got it in the middle. It's Belly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Spartans look to keep this drive humming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands so quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the option. Now the pitch. Got enough for the first down. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Looks better now, doesn't she?
Now the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. It's gone.
I'm doing a play right here.
Game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Jeez.
Right, second goal, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Spartans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
You really want to pile on me right now?
Yes, I do,
Use the play
because
fake. Now to
you've been
throw.
piling on me all week. James has been piling on me all week. Ronnie's been piling on me. It's about you have to decide on this. Instead of coming at me crossway every way I do anything right now. Because you're coming at me, you're jumping on me. I'm not home. I'm sorry I'm not home. I'm sorry. It's not fair, and it's not.
I'm pissed off on everything. And I know you're pissed off too.
Yes, I am. But you coming at me on it, left and right, and yelling at me about
This was a problem from the beginning.
Yeah.
This was a problem from the beginning. We trusted them of making the decision, and what happened? Everything blew up in our face.
So that's why I'm done doing this the even way and just taking things over again. Because they don't do shit.
You would have never planned it on a time when I was in jeopardy of missing majority of the thing.
No, I wouldn't have.
And you probably would have included the boys too.
Yes, I would make sure it was on their weekend. That's why I wanted to have it when we had it.
Yeah.
I had everything set up the way that it should have been. And I even had the church on standby. If we needed to move it to the church. Like what we're doing right now.
She's making sandwiches.
But I just feel like, yes, you're mad at me. You're mad about the situation. But coming off like you're mad at me for being the adult and taking care of this. Because unfortunately, now my name is attached to it, so it has to be done right. Instead of Riley's dad doing it, it's me behind all this. So I have to have it done right. If my name's attached to it.
I just have a feeling it's going to be worse tomorrow, and I'm not going to be there.
No, you're not. And there's nothing you can do about it because you were supposed to have tomorrow off and work Sunday. That's how you have been planning the whole week. And I know that they told you meet the numbers, do this, great.
He said this morning, first meeting this morning was that we're working Saturday. And of course, I'm not going to freak out about it because it can change at the last minute. And then right at the very end, he says, oh, by the way, Sunday's canceled. They don't need you over there. So I'm going to be pissed off.
Yeah, you're going to be pissed off because you know that I'm going to be over here and I'm doing a whole hell of a lot more than what I should even be doing.
I know.
I mean, I had to take Alyssa's trazodone to go to sleep last night because I wasn't feeling good.
And I'm sorry for focusing on one play here and not responding to you right away.
I'm overwhelmed and I'm around too.
Trying.
But there's really not much you can do because you're working. And I'm not going to tell you, oh, this is more important than work, because no, it's not. I will get through this. I always get through all this stuff, don't I?
I'm just...
Because I pretty much had to... Kat and I had to jump on James, get his ass out here tonight. Because they're like, we can just do everything first thing in the morning. I'm going to be cooking. I'm going to be doing other stuff. I am going to be in about 5 or 6 different spaces all at once.
And I'm there to help, but I'm also there for the girls. And nothing, baby.
You're good, baby. You are perfect.
I got to get back to this game because I want to finish this up.
In there. We got a timeout here late in the first
Finally
half.
figured my offense out.
On the board before the break.
Look at the
They
points I
moved
got
it
so far.
forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the
Oh,
ground.
thank you,
for
thank you.
Stiffing the goal line. Into
Okay.
the end zone he goes.
I think I might be on to something.
Seems as if he has reservations for 6 every time he touches the ball.
What is that, Reese? That's 3 already, I think, for him in the first half. So great start. I'd keep feeding him, I think. He's doing okay.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football.
You be
That's why
nice.
the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught in the backfield. It's Udo. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. And the Sun Devils in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Quick spin on the run. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, and they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing.
He'll put toe to leather and get this 2nd half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score. I get a...
Turning it on. He's inside the 40. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. They'll give it to the back. He's loose. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Picks up the first down. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards, because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, get a tackle for a mouse.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
Fights off a defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Moving away from pressure. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to pass, it's Childs. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
And that's the problem when you get in second and forever. The defense knows. They make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep. They break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
On the double. Get set.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Catch in the middle, it's Tyson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. At the 35, he's open. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Finds a man on the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Childs. Under fire. Going over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back.
Yeah.
And they capitalized not
They gave it to everybody.
on the pick, but
That's our bonus.
return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The sure hands, it's McClain. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Childs. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for room, it's Frazier. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his tight end. Out of... and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds his man, it's Kelly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Spartans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Shows him the stiff arm. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Creates a little space. Got enough for the first. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida State was able to come away with the victory but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Tallahassee over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Here comes the heat. And the defense, Dave, got him at the 27.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
On the direct snap, it's Udo. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
The situation we're in, down 2 possessions.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off the long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Touchdown, Michigan State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Bringing the heat. Got out of trouble and throws.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of...
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Lost to throw again. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Sun Devils want to move quickly. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Moss. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
And defensively, this...
There he goes. Turning on the jet. Touchdown, Arizona State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
And on fourth down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He might want another play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be third and long. To the air. It's Childs. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The Spartans will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep.
Man, the punt return team needed points. That's exactly what they didn't need to do. Give the football back now in the fourth quarter losing. Man, oh man, you just made things really, really tough on all your other units by that big-time boneheaded play.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. The gift to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and short, the power run here. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. After this, it'll be a wrap. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Ball's incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor in...